Welcome back to our YouTube channel, and from today we are going to change our pattern of videos. First of all, we have been uploading about the analysis, market analysis, but now we are thinking that we are going to teach you about the analysis, that how to draw technical analysis and how to read them, and then you can prepare your analysis by yourself. You don't have to wait for us. And also again, we will be uploading some of the analysis, but it won't be like before. So definitely we are going to spend some time, and within a week, once a week, we will be uploading about the analysis, but most of the time we will be talking about the course. We are going to launch a proper course where we will be teaching you about all the analysis, that how to make the analysis, how to draw the trend lines and different indicators, and how you can read them. So today we are going to talk about a trend line. It's basic and it's very advanced structure. We will start from a very basic and we will go through a very advanced kind of information and knowledge which we will be sharing with you. So let's start from here. So first of all, if you are going to draw a trend line, it will be drawn between two points. From here, for example, if you are talking about this line, so there is a trend line which will be drawn with matching 2 points. From here, we have taken the first point here and then the second point here. So this was the first point, this was the second point. When we draw those points, it has given us the 4 or 5 points next, and it has projected that the price will come to this level and we can buy from those levels. So definitely it is a very useful tool if we know that how to use it and what are the rules and how it actually work according to the psychology of the trader, what is psychology behind it, and that's everything we will be telling you. So for example, you match the 2 points. It's have given you a trend line. So now it is a tentative trend line, which means that it is not very clear, it is not very valid. So for a valid trend line, what do you need? You need a third point to match at the third point, and then it will be a valid trend line, because now it's no longer only matching. For example, if you anytime you match 2 points, definitely it will give you a third trend line. But when the market is coming down to a third point, this point, for example, if we talk about this point, so it means it is going to now it is stopping at that level. It is mean that there is a prediction now. It is giving us a level in advance, and now we can trade on that level. So that is how you get a valid trend line. And then the trend is also the trend, because when you draw a trend line, it gives you a trend as well in the prices. This whole is a trend. So when this trend line touches at 3 times, it means the trend is valid now, and now you can take the risk and you can calculate the risk, and then you can enter in a trade. So for example, from here we have a valid trend line. It means that it is valid. It is no longer a tentative. From here it was tentative trend line, because it can break on at any time. For example, the prices came here, it could have broken, and the prices could have started moving downward as well and further downward. So but now we are confirmed that this is the area where the market has respected it third time. Now it is a valid trend line, and it is a valid trend, and we can trade according to that situation. Then it comes to the third thing, which is very important for you to understand whenever you are going to trade trend line, because now it comes to your psychology, your understanding, and your understanding of the analysis. So whenever there is a trend, it will be very steady. It will maintain a rate of speed. For example, from here till here, if we talk about these 2 points, so there is a certain price gap. From here, if the price was 5, here it is, if for example we talk about here it is 6. So from here till here it taken more time. So it means the price here would be around what you call it, almost $8 or $9. So that is how actually it works. Whenever you are trading in a trend, it will give you a very maintained and stable rate of speed in the prices. And then here, so it means that it is giving you an average price which is very stable. But when you are not in a trend, for example from here till here, so definitely the prices were very volatile. You won't understand where the prices will go. But when trend is formed, so now it will give you a proper maintained speed of prices, movement in prices. So that is how it will also help you. For example, from here you already know that it is almost there, and now we will be waiting for a turning point. And from here you already know that now we have reached to a point where we will see a reversal and the price will move upward. So if you know about this, that there would be a maintained rate of speed, so you will understand, you will know in advance that from here we should start trading. So that is very important. And then there is a point that, for example, if a trend line is testing up level, a trend line, if the prices are testing a trend line 3 times, so it is definitely a valid trend line, but it will be more valid and you can trust it more. For example, if it is touching this area, this trend line 4th time or 5th time or maybe 7th time, so the more it will test a line, trend line, so the more that trend will be trustable, it will sustain longer. So that is how, because it will give the trust to the traders and investors more, that you can start trading from here. So that is the third point. And then we can talk about a trend line should be very flexible. For example, if we are talking about from here, there is no hard and fast rule that this trend line should touch right here. No, it can penetrate a little bit, or the prices can move up or down. It can stop here, it can stop here, and then it will give us a reversal and the price will start rising again. So that is how you should also understand this point, that it won't give you a right area, like exact area, because this is market, this is the people are doing trading, and the market prices won't be the same. There would be a little bit fluctuation. So for a good trader, it is very important that you keep changing your trend line with the time, and you also be very flexible and open-minded, and you should be very active in reading the trend and trend lines and even other indicators. So that is how it works. And then we can talk about the breakout. For example, if we will have a breakout from here, and then how would we know? For example, how many lows we have? For example, this is the low. So first of all, if it is breaking, it should break this low at least, and then actually the main low is this one, which is touching the trend line. So at least prices should cross this level, then we can talk about a change in the trend, and then the trend will be changing and the prices will go further down, and we can say that the trend has been changed. So it means the character of the market, the character of the prices should change. There should be a change in character, okay, in the market. And then what can we talk about? Yeah, for example, if we will see a breakout from here, so at least prices should move 1% of the whole price. For example, if the price is 100, so the price should come to 99 level. For example, here we can see that there is $100 of this pair price, for example. So then it means that at least if it is 100 is here, then 99, at least 99 should be, the price should come to 99, and then we can talk about a change in trend and the breakout of a trend line. And then there is other thing as well. I mean, these are all the things which you should keep in mind, that if the price is breaking out from here, at least it should spend 2 or 3 candles closing outside this line. So then you can talk about a change in a trend. If there is only one candle coming out of this level and then going in and closing in, so it means there is no change in trend, and this is not a valid breakout. And even if it is closing outside the trend line and then going inside, so it is not a valid. So at least 2 or 3 candles should break out, and also it should give us a closing like this area, and then we can talk about a breakout. So that is how you are going to, these are the 3 rules. Change in character, first of all, you should understand that the previous low should be broken. That is how you will understand that the actual trend line is a trend. So trend will be changing if we have a previous low broken. So if the previous low got broken, so definitely then you can talk about a changing in trend. And then 1% rule, and then at least 2 to 3 candles should be closing outside the trend line. Then you can talk about that the trend has been changed. For example, if it gives us a flat price from here till here in a single candle and then it reversed, so it means there was a spike in the prices and the prices has returned inside the trend as well again. So it was just a false breakout. And but if we are having 2 or 3 candles, so it is a different case then. And then we can talk about the reversing the roles. So whenever you are trading a trend line or even a horizontal line, so it changes its role. For example, here till here, then here. So if it is breaking from here, then it means that the trend line has been broken and maybe the trend has been changed. But when the prices from here will start moving upward again, so it will give us a resistance level, and then prices can change again, and like it can continue in the downward trend line, or maybe we can talk about this as well, this situation as well, that it can test it again and again, and then it can break it up. But definitely it will work as a resistance. If the prices will drop from here, then it will start resisting here, and then the role will be reversed. So same thing will happen in resistance. If this is a support, so when the support will be broken, it will work as a resistance, and then if a resistance is broken, then it will work. For example, this is a resistance, so it will start working as a just wait. So it will start working as a support level. So for example, we can talk about this as well. So now you can see that these are the points. These are the points where it is getting supported and it is getting reversed from here. So you will see other point as well. So that is how we are talking about this level actually. So whenever the resistance at support level will have a breakout, so then it will reverse its roles. And then for sure you should also know about, it is very important for you guys to understand that if there are 2 trend lines, one is around 45 degree equal to 45 degree in change, and the other trend line is very steepy, which is like very high it is very sharp and vertical. So definitely this trend line is less trustworthy, and this trend line would be more trustworthy. We can take the example as well, like we have drawn these trends as well, trend lines as well. Just give me a time. So these, for example, we can talk about here that this is a trend line, which is very valid trend line, and it is sustaining for a very long time. But when we can talk about this trend line, so if we draw from here, so you can see that it has not lasted very long in the trend, and it has broken out very quickly. But here we can talk about a trend line which is almost close to 45 degrees, so it is lasting for a very long time. Same about this one. For example, we draw a trend line from here till here, so it is very steepy, very sharp line, so it won't sustain for a very long time. When we talk about the time, so it means it has not been, for example, this trend line has started from here till here, and now you can see in only this time, the time has passed only this much, and the trend line has broken, and then the other trend line is this one, and the time has, this is the whole line which I have drawn, and so this is the whole time when the trend is still falling, and it is still respecting that trend line. So if it is more steepy, it will last, it won't last very long. But if it is very moderate kind of, which is not very vertical, very sharp, or very flat, then it will last very long. So these things also work it should be in your mind. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't trade this. If you are a very active trader and you know that how to trade and how to take the risk, so definitely you can trade this steepy trend line as well, which is very sharp. And then we can talk about the channel. For example, if we talk about here, we have this trend line. Just give me a second. There is a problem always. I forget that. Okay, so for example, if we have a trend line, we can create a copy of this trend line, and when we will be having a copy, we can just drag it up there, and we will having our level from, for example, if we had drawn this trend line here, we already know about the target points. For here, first time, the second time here, the third time here, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So at least it has given us eight points where the price has rejected its price has respected it very well. So that is how you will draw your targets, and then even it's you should not stop at this point as well. Only this point you can draw another trend. So for example, if it will break out give us a breakout here, so the next target would be around this level. So that is how you bring your targets in a channel and in a trend where it will give you a steady price movement and also the expectation that where the price go next. So that is how you can work out. So this is what the channel will give you, and you can just create a copy of a trend line and then draw it to the high, the recent high, and then it will give you the channel, and the price most likely the prices will move in that channel as well. And then when for example we are having these areas and we are in a trend and we have drawn a trend line, so we can draw Fibonacci retracements. Okay, so whenever we are going to draw Fibonacci retracement from here till here, it will give us more moderate and a very good trend. Will show you that from 50% to 62% and 66%, these are the levels from if you are going to draw a Fibonacci and you want to get the level, so you can start trading at 50%. It will give you reversal at 50% of the price movement, or it can give you 66% to 62% to 66%. So these are the two Fibonacci levels which will give you the level where you can initiate trading. But when it is the trend is very sharp and it is very volatile, then you can talk about 33% to 40% retracement, and that is where you can initiate your trading. So it will give you the point in advance that where you can start your trading. So that is how you will get more information about a trend, and also about your trading, that how you can start in advance. How will you be aware that from where the market, for example, if you are if the prices move from here till here and then the prices are dropping, so if you will draw your Fibonacci from here till here, it will give you a level. For example, we can start from here. So actually when you are drawing this level, so it will give you this level around here, that this is the level where you should buy, and then it has given you a little bit breakout. But next time, for example, from here till here, okay, just wait for a minute. So for example, from here till here, if you have seen this level, so now you can see that around 61% every time it is getting reversed from 61%, 62%. So that is how you are going to understand about this. So here, even when I told you about the trend, so I told you about that at least from 61%, 62% to 66%, that is the level from here. Like this is the base level where it is giving you the reversal point, and then prices are moving upward. So that is how you can identify your trading plan and your level from where you can buy. So these are the 3 points. For example, if the trend is very sharp, so you can start buying around 33% to 40%. That is the level where you can get, but it should be near to the trend line. But you should understand that these are not very discounted rates. The more discounted rate, the more the prices are coming down, the less riskier it will become. So that is how you can start your trading. So that is what we can have in this whole scenario. And also we can show you some drawings, the trend lines which we have drawn. For example, from here, we are not respecting all these a little bit breakouts. So that is how the prices, the trend lines are giving us the exact area, and this is how we are getting more points from here. For example, from here we can sell, from here we can sell from here as well if you are following a proper Fibonacci retracement. So it will give you the idea. And then there are other points where we will be talking about the highs and lows and price action and price structure in the coming lectures, and which will give you from here that if the prices are crossing this level, it means that the prices are going to shoot downward. and from there you can have another entry. And then here again it is giving you the opportunity, and then here we can talk about again, you know, like we are not respecting any kind of lows and highs, we are just matching the common areas. That is how you have to identify the trend, and then you have to stick with it. And also about you should stick with the, you should use the Fibonacci retracement levels, where it will give you the levels to buy and enter into the market. This is kind of steepy trend which will not last very long, and you can see that this has ended very soon. So that is what we were talking about, but still you can buy from here, buy from here, and if you are following the rules, so definitely it will give you the opportunity to trade in the market. This is also, we have drawn some trend lines. So now we have given you all the rules and all the understanding of the market. I hope with the practice, if you will follow all these practices, whatever I have told you, I hope that it is going to be a very good strategy for the market, and it is going to be a very good strategy for you as well, for the for your future trading, which will definitely help you a lot, and it will improve your trading style. It will also improve your profits, and that is how we are going to help you. And we will be coming with the new videos. I hope that people will enjoy and like these videos, and thank you very much for watching it. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our videos so that more people can get to it, and also you will be getting our new videos. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care of yourself.